Welcome back to BT Vancouver on this Thursday morning. We're going to be talking about tackling racism right now. And a recent poll from the Angus Reid Institute in partnership with the University of Alberta found that 43% of Chinese Canadians have faced threats during COVID-19. To talk more about this, we're going to bring in Queenie Choo right now, the CEO of S.U.C.C.E.S.S. Welcome to BT this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so there's some disturbing info in regards to this latest poll, Queenie. When it comes to Asian Canadians, specifically Chinese Canadians, adjusting their routine, what are some examples of what that would look like during the pandemic?
Well, both the Asian men and women, old and young, are affected. And the fear is that they could be physically assaulted, verbally harassed, or treated very poorly on their heritage. So you may have seen some people who actually avoiding, the crowds and go to the supermarket only in some of the Asian supermarket, or they're afraid of even going to the public transit because for fear of being assaulted or verbally abused.
And this is at a time when we all need to be coming together collectively. And when we hear about this kind of thing and we hear the sentiments from these polls, it just it has such a disastrous effect on our communities because it draws people apart.
Absolutely. And I think this is just the tip of the iceberg with the poll, and really speak to the fact that we need more data to have a deeper understanding of the subject matter and what kind of actions should be taken place immediately.
Queenie, I just have to ask you, on a personal level, have you experienced racism during the pandemic yourself?
Well, we got some emails from an unknown source blaming, Asian people with Asian heritage of bringing the coronavirus to Canada. We heard that, not even just on the email, but it's also on the media. So this is very appalling and concerning and upsetting.
And when we look specifically at the Asian community in Canada, do you feel like this kind of racism and these kind of stereotypes existed before the pandemic now, and they're just getting even more highlighted now?
Absolutely. Before the COVID-19, racism has been, surfacing. But with the COVID-19, when our lives are affected by the virus, it even exacerbated the whole racism situation.
And as we look to the future and what we can do about this and being proactive, how can we as community members make Canadians of Asian descent feel welcome in our own communities?
I think it reflects the need for standardized education in our school system so that multiculturalism awareness is being taught and designed for greater inclusive classrooms. Racism is a learned behavior, and it can be unlearned.
And Queenie, just based on your work with S.U.C.C.E.S.S. and things like that, why is it so important for people of all racial backgrounds and heritages, creeds and colors to come together collectively as one group?
Because fundamentally, we are all Canadians. We are no less than anybody else. We are your peers, your neighbors, your colleagues in the office. And we embrace the values of diversity and being inclusive. So this is important values for all Canadians, and this is an asset. We build our country because our diversity, and also we bring the values and also the importance of being together.
Well, that's really well said, and we'll leave it there for time. We thank you so much for yours today.
Thank you very much for your time.
All right, you have a great day. That's Queenie Choo, CEO of S.U.C.C.E.S.S. Coming up in entertainment headlines.